Hey everybody! In this video we will talk to you about the benefits and harms of grapefruit on human body.
Composition and beneficial properties of grapefruit for the body. Nutritional value of grapefruit. The energy value of grapefruit is not high, only 32 kilocalories per 100 grams. There are very few proteins, 0.63 g, and fats are practically absent, 0.1 g. At the same time, the pulp of the fruit contains a moderate amount of carbohydrate, 7 g, in 100 grams of the product. For comparison, an orange has 10 grams of carbohydrates, sugars, that is 30% more. Consequently, grapefruit is quite suitable for use in diabetes. In addition, grapefruit fiber prevents blood sugar spikes. Yes, and the glycemic index of this fruit is low. Vitamins, minerals, and trace elements of grapefruit. Undoubtedly, among the vitamins that have the greatest influence on the useful properties of grapefruit, vitamin C stands out. Its reserves in the fruit, 34.4 milligrams, almost 60% of the daily requirement of an adult, although here it is 40% less than in an orange. As we know, vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant. It slows down the aging process and prevents cell degeneration in our body. It also strengthens the walls of blood vessels, keeping their elasticity. And vitamin C also distributes calcium in bone tissues. Finally, it is good at stimulating the body's immune system and is antiviral. The second vitamin of grapefruit by quantitative content is folic acid, on which depend the processes of hematopoiesis and cell renewal of the body. Also in this exotic fruit there is vitamin E, B6, B1, niacin, and provitamin A. If we talk about mineral salts, it is worth noting the absence of sodium, a fairly high content of potassium, 184 milligrams, as well as the presence of calcium and magnesium, iron and phosphorus. Among the trace elements of grapefruit, copper stands out. This important trace element positively affects blood circulation and hemoglobin synthesis. In addition, preserves the elasticity of the skin and maintains the health of cartilage and joints. The fruit also contains manganese, zinc, and selenium, and all of them in a complex complement and reinforce each other, promoting health and well-being. Phytochemicals of grapefruit. Since the nutrient content of grapefruit is quite low, the main beneficial properties of grapefruit are determined by the phytochemical components of the fruit. For example, the flavonoids of the fruit improve blood circulation and also exhibit the properties of antioxidants and anticarcinogens. In other words, exhibit pronounced anti-cancer properties. Also, pink grapefruit contains carotenoids, and they are suppliers of beta-carotene, which is used by the body to synthesize vitamin A. This substance has a strong anti-inflammatory effect. At the same time, the fruit contains limonoids. In fact, it is to them that the fruit owes its flavor. Grapefruit is particularly rich in such a limonoid as limonene. Limonene gives our fruit its bitterness, and it is also famous for its anti-cancer properties. Our fruit also contains pectin. Pectin is part of soluble fiber. By the way, fiber was the first phytocomponent to be studied, and the reason for this was its healing properties. Pectin in grapefruit is in the fibers that form its pulp, as well as in the whitish layer under the peel. To date, scientists have proven that this natural fiber, pectin, is able to protect our arteries. Moreover, pectin has the ability to reduce blood cholesterol levels, the benefits and harms of grapefruit for the human body. In the beginning, let's consider the benefits of grapefruit for the human body, and then its possible harm to health. Benefits of grapefruit for the body. Grapefruit and human cardiovascular system. As it turns out, grapefruit is able to protect the walls of the arteries from thickening and thickening, which causes the deposition of cholesterol. It is a good product for the prevention of arteriosclerosis. Grapefruit is recommended for the prevention of heart disease, as well as those who suffer from heart failure. This is explained by the relatively high content of potassium and almost complete absence of sodium and fat in this fruit. Sufferers from hypertension should eat this fruit more often, as it has a mild diuretic effect and optimizes blood circulation. In all cases, grapefruit juice will also be useful. At the same time, eating the whole fruit with pulp gives the opportunity to use all the benefits of grapefruit for our blood circulation. Excess uric acid and acidification of the body. Grapefruit does an excellent job of eliminating uric acid from the body. An increased content of this acid is painful in the form of gout and arthritis, urinary tract diseases, and kidney stones. The main cause of uric acid is a diet rich in animal protein, cheese and meat. Cleansing treatment. In order to purify the blood and improve its composition, you should drink 1 glass of grapefruit juice in the morning on an empty stomach. In this way, we can stimulate the elimination of toxins. Grapefruit for weight loss. Grapefruit is great for people who want to get their weight back to normal. Its cleansing and detoxifying properties contribute to weight loss. In addition, reviews of fans of this fruit claim that it is very difficult to eat more than 5 fruits a day. Since this fruit, despite the lack of fats and proteins, has a strong satiating effect. At the same time, this product has a low glycemic index, only 22 units. This means that it does not provoke our appetite. Finally, grapefruit has a beneficial effect on the body's metabolism, bringing it into balance. And this promotes fat burning. And the useful properties of grapefruit for weight loss you will feel even if you just eat it as a dessert. Well, and if you introduce into your diet grapefruit dinners, the success in the fight against extra pounds will not be far off. Finally, if you suddenly have a strong night attack of hunger, eat a grapefruit. Although it is not recommended to eat it at night, but it is 1,000 times better for weight control and weight loss than some pizza with cheese. Cancer prevention. In fact, the limonoids pectin and vitamin C in grapefruit protect against cancer. They also inhibit the activity of many carcinogenic substances. Thus, regular consumption of grapefruit and other citrus fruits is a good prevention of cancer, colds, and viral infections. Grapefruit is indicated for colds, since vitamin C together with flavonoids has a powerful health-promoting effect. It also stimulates the production of antiviral protein and increases the activity and number of immune blood cells. In fact, grapefruit can also actively stimulate the immune system just like oranges. Thus, by strengthening the body's defenses, this fruit is an excellent preventive measure against flu and acute respiratory viral infections. Contraindications and harm of grapefruit. The benefits of this fruit are obvious, but can there be harm from grapefruit for the human body? Of course, for a healthy person, you can consume grapefruit without any concerns. For a sick person, this fruit has its own serious contraindications. First, when being treated with medications, grapefruit cannot be eaten in the following cases: taking cholesterol-lowering drugs or statins, taking antihistamine medications against allergies, use of antidepressants, taking a portion of blood pressure-lowering medications, using anti-neoplastic drugs, cardiac drugs, some painkillers, some antibiotics. As a result of observations, scientists have found that grapefruit affects medications in 2 ways. Some medications have a significantly increased dosage when ingested, which can cause intoxication and poisoning. In other medications, the effectiveness of use drops significantly. In both cases, grapefruit furanocoumarins are to blame. These compounds are able to affect the digestive processes and cause fluctuations in the doses of the drugs drank 2-3 times in a smaller or larger side, which of course is not beneficial for patients. Consequently, when using these drugs for the use of grapefruit, restrictions are introduced: 2 hours before a meal and 2 hours after eating the fruit cannot eat. The same rule should be applied if you take any medications but do not know their properties. Secondly, you should not eat grapefruit on an empty stomach or drink juice to those who suffer from heartburn or hyperacidity, or in general has a weak stomach. And such fruits will have to be excluded at gastric ulcer and 12-acid ulcer, gastritis, pancreatitis, cholecystitis, hepatitis, colitis. The reason is organic acids, which have enormous benefits, but in such ailments are strong irritants. Thirdly, individual intolerance and allergies can be a serious obstacle to use. At the same time, grapefruit will be useful in liver diseases, but in small doses. Therefore, it should be consumed after consulting with the attending physician. In addition, it is believed that the organic acids of citrus fruits negatively affect tooth enamel, so it is recommended to rinse the mouth after their consumption. But in fact, sugar is one of the most destructive factors for our teeth. Benefits of grapefruit for women. In addition to the above, for female representatives of the fair sex, grapefruit will be especially useful for the following reasons: alkalizing effect, which contributes to the rejuvenation of the body, improvement of skin condition, including the firmness and elasticity of facial skin, remineralization of bone tissues and reducing the risk of osteoporosis and brittle bones, which is especially important for women after 40 years of age, improvement of mood and well-being, prevention of depressive states. For pregnant women, grapefruit folic acid will be especially useful, since this vitamin is responsible for harmonious intrauterine development, and also for a woman in a position in the absence of allergies and vitamins. Benefits of grapefruit for men. So, what are the benefits of grapefruit for men? In addition to what was mentioned above for the male body, this amazing fruit will be good in the following cases: recovery after exhausting labor, physical and mental stress, increasing the tone of the body and general well-being, preventing heart ailments and the formation of blood clots, getting rid of uric acid caused by the consumption of a large animal products, which is more characteristic of men, increasing potency and improving reproductive functions. How to eat grapefruit. Of course, it is most useful to eat grapefruit fresh and with the white layer between the peel and slices. That's where the fiber with useful pectin is mostly found. However, all the useful properties of grapefruit are overshadowed by a peculiar flavor with bitterness, and because of this, some do not use it at all, and in vain. Try to eat grapefruit in a bite with honey. In addition, grapefruit juice will taste better if you drink it with orange and lemon juice. Juices of these related fruits can be mixed with each other to enhance the beneficial effect. And grapefruit juice itself can be sweetened with honey. It is also important to consider that one component that is completely lost when juicing is fiber, the most important element for our health, which has more than a dozen advantages. Therefore, it is better to make smoothies from grapefruit, that is, to twist the peeled fruit in a blender. In conclusion, a few words about treatment with grapefruit. It can be carried out both whole fruit and juice. Treatment begins with the fact that on an empty stomach, eat one fruit or drink juice from it. The next day, 2 fruits are eaten, and so on up to 5. When you reach 5 fruits a day, reduce the dosage by 1 fruit, 4, 3, 2 each day, and so until you reach 1 fruit again. For the next 5 days, continue to eat 1 grapefruit a day until the end of the 2-week course of treatment. This treatment effectively removes toxins from the body, cleanses the blood, and has a rejuvenating effect. Conclusion. In conclusion, I would like to reiterate once again that grapefruit contains a unique vitamin and mineral formula. For example, it contributes to the normalization of acid-base and water-salt balance in the body, and phytochemical elements of the fruit enhance the effect of vitamins and trace elements of the fruit, strengthening our health.
Thank you for watching. If the information in this video was useful for you, then don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next videos.